So when it comes to lifestyle factors, we've got an interesting situation globally, because organisations like the World Health Authority, all sorts of studies that are being done at the moment and presented in the media, are all supporting the fact that there needs to be an enormous turn of focus to lifestyle factors, addressing lifestyle factors when it comes to illness and disease, because medicine is doing everything it can, enormous advances in medicine, no question about that. However, it can't compensate for the way in which we choose to live. And these days there is so much available to us that allows us to live in a way that is no longer, perhaps you could say, in line with the way we once did, or what might have been once natural for us to live. You know, in that if you look around the supermarket now, there's actually very little natural food, just plain food. Go beyond the fruit and vegetable section and it's all packaged, it's all processed, it's all got additives, etc. Not to mention how sedentary we've become. Everything is automated. You know, we just can click buttons, make phone calls, send messages. So things have changed enormously for us in terms of our lifestyle. And it's not that we don't know how to live in a very healthy way. We do actually know, for the majority of us, we do actually know what would support us most. And most of us want to do those things, but find ourselves unable to. So again, we've got a situation where we actually miss the point where we try and apply a discipline. We know what we should do. We put ourselves on diets, on regimes, on health. You know, we put ourselves on a health fad, the latest health fad. We try and introduce things and we try and discipline ourselves to do them. We take vitamins and minerals, but it's actually not addressing the rate of escalation of illness and disease. And one of the things that we have to look at and address is why we can't make those choices naturally, why we don't make the sort of choices that actually support us naturally, and that we are constantly impulsed and drawn to eat the things and do the things that don't actually support us and leave us needing to seek health in a doing way to try and compensate for the way that we actually live. And the answer to that comes again back to the being within, that we lose a connection to an essential being that we are within, and it's from that connection that we naturally make choices that actually take care of us. So we can all relate to having, you know, the part of us that knows what to do, but then the other part that goes, no, but I want that cake, or I just, you know, I'm just going to have this today, I'll do it tomorrow. So we all are familiar with that duality that we have inside. We're all familiar with how the mind can influence us in terms of what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, etc. But we have to find a way to actually engage the part of us, or re-engage the part of us that is actually naturally able to make those choices. And that's what all of the things that we offer at Unimed Brisbane, all of the therapies, all of the way that the practitioners at Unimed Brisbane work today, all supports that connection to that part of us that actually naturally makes those choices, so is naturally inclined towards a greater level of self-care, naturally inclined to more self-loving choices, and naturally from there able to sustain those choices as a part of life, not as a dietary regime or a short stopgap to try and address a problem that we've developed as a result of the way we're living otherwise.